Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building.
Dave.
Lil Dicky.
He keeps introducing himself as
He
Dave,
did introduce himself as Dave, but his rap name is Lil Dicky.
Yeah.
I ran into him this morning. I was in the bathroom doing the number 2.
Yeah.
Oh, you were?
He was in there as well?
I'm happy you owned up to it.
Yes, and when I
Yeah.
came out, he was out there washing his hands, and he wanted to
I was
shake
just
my
waiting.
hand. Like, nah.
Did you know it was
You
Charlamagne
hadn't
in
washed
there?
your hands yet?
I had a feeling. I honestly, I thought, I wonder if there's Charlamagne in there, but I didn't actually know. The timing just perfectly.
You must have peeked under and seen his boots or something. You must have known it was him.
Like, I'm the only person with Tim's on in this building.
I
in this
swear to-
building, I'm sure you are.
I did look and see Tim's, but I didn't know it was Charlamagne's Tim's, but I did see
Well,
like
Lil
this guy's
Dicky-
wearing
There was no smeller though, right?
No, I have a terrible sense of smell anyways.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know, Charlamagne gets naked when he takes a poop.
Not this morning.
Yes, I was.
He was. He
Oh,
takes
he
his
takes his-
clothes
Yeah,
off.
when
and
you came in, I had just put on my shirt and everything. Yeah.
do you do that also, or is that like a thing?
No, I don't do that now. To each his own.
I just take my shirt off, though. I take my shirt, my
Every
wife
time?
beat off every time.
In public, a public.
Absolutely.
Tank top, sir. Tank top.
Absolutely.
You do what you got to do.
You never had an accident like like after you do a number 2 and like you might have a shirt on, then you reach back there and wipe and you think it's the tissue, but it's the back of your shirt, so you end up with a little
That's never.
on the back of
That,
your shirt.
I've had several incidents, but that has not been as specific.
So what was the first conversation like when he stepped out the stall and you looked over into the
I said, hey, what a great place to meet you. And I think you agreed. It was,
Yeah, well, in my mind, I'm
It's a
like,
good place for
that's
a
Lil
hookup.
Dicky, but then he goes, I'm Dave. I'm like, oh, okay, well, a lot of white guys
I just
do look
can't
alike,
introduce
so
myself.
I'm like, hi, Dave. Hi, Dave.
I see no other way to introduce myself than my name. You know what I mean?
You don't go by your rap name.
No,
Is Little
not
Dicky,
in
And in the bathroom, Little Dicky's weird.
That is a little weird.
right.
That's a little weird.
is the name a play on the stereotype that white guys have small penises?
I wouldn't say it's a play on that specific
Okay.
stereotype. It's more personal. I'd say it's more about me than white guys' small penises in general.
So you're saying you have a small penis, and that's
I have a small, soft penis,
Okay.
and like a very
Soft.
yeah. I have
It
a
never gets erect?
well, if we're talking about the boner version of it, it's like 5 inches long.
Let Angela see. Don't even talk about it.
He's not hard right now.
Let him see.
How do you
Let her
know what
see.
he is, Yee?
Because he's not. If
He
he's
might
hard
be
right now,
He
that's
just left
weird.
Charlamagne in the bathroom. He
It's not
might be
hard. It's
hard.
actually- I
He
have
might
like-
not be.
I think I have like one of the worst soft dicks I could possibly have right
So
now.
you are a grower, not a shower, is what they say.
Yeah, but what I've learned is like I used to be really self-conscious about it. It really is 5 inches long, like at its best. I've learned that it's like reasonably girthy, and I've also learned that girls seem to value that.
So it's like a Pringles can.
Yeah,
Like a small snack size
Yeah,
Pringles
yeah,
can.
yeah.
And it's good. That's what we call a starter penis.
yeah.
Like
I
if
think-
you want to have anal sex for the first time, you're a perfect person.
Not if
Really?
you got a lot of
To do
girth,
that
though.
way.
You
I
got
got
a lot of
girth, I
girth,
don't
bust
know.
the butthole.
Girth,
Yeah,
so you can
exactly.
bust your hole open.
I don't know. Yeah,
I'm a girl, not a shower, too, though. I hate when girls see me fresh out the shower.
I'm limited positionally, but like from like a missionary position standpoint,
You the man.
I wouldn't say I'm the man, but like I totally like get the job done like,
Right.
most of the time.
So how'd you get Dicky out of Dave?
Well, so the first day I got my computer, like in senior year of college, I just started like it was the first time GarageBand was like an option where I could like actually make like high quality rap songs. Because before you couldn't really do anything, like the technology wasn't there. So I was just playing around, not ever thinking I was gonna become a rapper. I just called myself Lil Dicky in this one like random song that I made. I think I was listening to Lil Wayne at the time. I thought it was like funny, and then
We saw his sex tape. He is Lil Dicky, actually.
he's a sex tape.
Yes.
You
Where you
didn't.
been, Lil Dicky?
It's not little.
I didn't see it. I heard
So
about
why did
it.
you just say that?
Superhead said it was little.
He's
That's
just
why he said that.
not
Yeah.
that excited.
I get like super excited when like celebrities' penises get revealed. Like I think as a society,
The
we
big
made
reveal.
far too small of a deal when LeBron's dick got revealed. Like nobody really talked about that. But
LeBron's
that's like
penis was out?
Remember,
Totally, yeah.
When he was walking out the gym and he
not
adjusted
even
his
walking out
shorts.
middle of a
He
game.
was adjusting his shorts,
NBC
and the
or
camera
something.
just flashed his penis.
That's a terrible
So-
time for your penis to get revealed. It's not like
It
it's
was
going to be
unfortunate.
what it could be.
I know.
Was his penis worthy of a king? Was it a king's type
I'm
shit?
gonna be first off. I think it's a tough position to be in because it's like mid-game penis.
Right.
Gotcha.
I was expecting more,
Really?
but I get that it's like totally. It's not. You can't judge LeBron on that. I just think it was like if I'm a guy and like this is an absurd statement, but like if I'm LeBron's dick is like a high-profile dick, and I just think like when that happened, I expected America to stop what it was
Really?
doing,
Right.
and I feel like I was the only guy who was like, "Whoa."
I think America's been desensitized to celebrity penises because
Right.
we've seen so many sex tapes and things.
I guess
like that.
I don't know how. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
So many pics floating around.
Yeah.
Charlamagne, you said the only penis you want to see was Michael Jackson's. I remember.
Well, have you ever read the deposition?
No.
Well, in one of the depositions, the kid said that Michael Jackson's penis was yellow with spots on it. So it's just like,
That
yo,
sounds great. Sounds
who
like a
wouldn't wanna
cheetah.
see that?
Yeah.
Sounds like
Yeah.
a cheetah. My goodness.
Now, you're a comedian as well, right?
I've never done anything
Okay.
that warrants that title, but I suppose I try to be funny. Like I've always just been like a guy who people thought was funny, and Lil Dicky is like my first real attempt at anything from like a commercial standpoint.
So you never done stand up
No,
or anything? But when
no.
I watch your videos, I'd be like, yo, this guy could do some good sketch comedy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my initial like dream in life was to be a comedian.
Really?
Yeah,
So are you trying to do both? Or are you using?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying eventually. But
So you started off working in advertising?
yeah, yeah.
And then you
How'd
said
you become a rapper from there?
Nothing funny about advertising.
No.
So how
it
did
could
you-
be though.
No,
you
there's
come up with some
no,
catchy
there's
slogans and ideas and
Yeah, no, I worked in an ad agency. And it's actually like as far as like a normal 9-to-5 job goes, it was like a great job. And like I wrote commercials. Like I've written, I think like 10 commercials that have made it on TV.
I heard
really.
you wrote the NBA Big campaign.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's a pretty exciting job.
Yeah,
and
totally. It's like a 22-year-old. Like I was like, pretty happy. But that being said, I guess I've always kind of thought that I was meant to be something, like from an entertainer perspective. And the first thing that like when class clown in middle school, high school, like the feedback was generally like, "You're a funny person."
Yeah.
So the reason I started rapping was to get to be noticed as a comedic presence. Like I started rapping because of that purpose. And then little did I know that I had this innate talent in me. Like I don't think I even when I started rapping thought I was going to develop to the level where I'd even be able to take myself seriously as a rapper. And it's just like, thank goodness that I chose rap as the platform for comedy, because I think I learned, that I'm a good rapper.
And you're not signed to anybody, right?
No.
Okay, I feel like you would butt heads with like the marketing team at the label.
Well, I
'cause
wouldn't
you
sign
could-
with anybody unless I like, no one's telling me like what I can or can't. I'd have to have complete control.
Yeah, and you're an advertiser, so you know what kind
Yeah.
of campaigns you would want to run. You'd be telling other people their campaigns is shit.
Yeah, I actually did a whole presentation when I was at the ad agency about how record labels, they're starting to become antiquated in terms of their capabilities. And like at the end of the day, like what's
Define antiquated for
the
those.
most important thing for an artist is the brand.
Okay.
And it's like, advertising agencies know brands better than anyone. So it's like now like people are signing with labels and whatnot, but really like are labels really the experts when it comes to branding? Not
Nope.
particularly.
Not at all.
Not when these kids are out here branding themselves.
Exactly.
And a lot of labels actually have departments for trying to brand people too and trying to set up.
But those departments can't be as strong as the advertising agencies, in my opinion.
Let's talk Save That Money.
Sure.
Record with Fetty Wap, Rich Homie Quan. Now, how did you get them on the record?
It's really like at this point, like anytime I want to reach out to someone, it's manager to manager initially. And it's like my managers will be able to get in contact with any manager. At that point, they'll send them like this is Lil Dicky, and like it's like a one-sheeter. And I think the one-sheeter is minimally impressive enough for them to pass along.
What's on that one sheet?
Like
Ex-boyfriend had such and such
exactly
amount of
views and like how long I've only been doing this it's been out for like 2 years. Now the one sheet's getting more and more impressive, but at the time it's like the views pretty much, and the appearances and the media, like articles and whatnot.
And then you shot the video
Yeah.
for free?
Yeah.
Explain that.
Well,
I thought it was some bull crap. You walk into somebody's mansion, be like, hey, can I use your mansion for?
no, it was
But you
real.
had to pay for something. Like
No. First off,
For the camera people
exactly.
and the editing.
But like I took it pretty far. Like the cameras we used, we ended up like returning. Like we bought them and returned. Like
borrowed
I took
them.
it pretty far.
Wow.
You returned
You're
the
really a
cameras?
rapper.
Yeah. Like
allow you to
just
just
to be clear,
return the
Charlamagne does that with clothes. What he used to.
yeah,
I
no,
made-
and rappers do that with jewelry and cars
Yeah.
and
Absolutely.
I made money on the video. So like there are minimal expenses in terms of like, you got to pay the guys who are holding the cameurs aren't my friends. They're guys that like I have to pay. And like you also have to feed them. And then there's tens of
you don't
hours.
have to feed them.
You do. In LA you
It
do.
could be a-
It's actually trickier to do this in LA than anywhere because like there's just so much like, union.
Laws.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Unions.
So walk us through this video and what you had to do.
Well,
First of all, what'd you feed the guys?
very average like fast food.
Like Chick-fil-A?
Yeah. There's no like
In-N-Out.
splurging by any means.
Gotcha.
Well, this all starts with the song. So the song's called Save That Money. So I
Right.
really wanted the video to really embody saving money. So
Very stereotypical, especially being that you're Jewish.
right,
Yes.
right. And I didn't just do it for that sake. Like I guess the stereotype falls upon me, like in
Gotcha.
this sense. And I have this guy Tony Ascenda who I work with. He's a director, and we were talking about ideas. And like there's obviously like the ironic like how you could make a really baller epic rap video about saving money, but that just felt like so expected. And then we thought, what if you did that without actually spending any money? And when I first thought of the idea, I thought it was a great idea, but I didn't think it would work because it seemed a little bit outlandish to me. But at the same time, it really doesn't cost that much to figure out if it would work. So we just decided to go out and start doing it.
Right.
And the first day, the T-Pain thing happened. And so I don't know if you guys, T-Pain texted me and he said, I'm shooting a music video in LA today. Can you come give me a cameo? The day I'm starting to shoot Save That Money.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, so I
It
said.
was like divine
And
intervention.
I don't believe in that stuff, but like, man.
So you used his extras.
Exactly. So I said, yeah, I'm totally like happy to give you a cameo. And if you look at his video, I think I killed my cameo. And then
You are a Jesus Christ, Dicky.
no comment. No.
There you go, Dicky. Okay. So you use his chicks.
Yeah, exactly.
his
He's got
cars.
cars. He's got girls there. He's got friggin' you can curse on here, right?
Yes.
Motorcycles and yeah. So I go there. He's like the best. Like I don't know if you've met T-Pain, like the nicest man
Really
ever.
nice guy.
The nicest.
It hurts me that Future took his trap, but really nice guy.
Yep.
Go ahead.
And you know, he loved the song. He knows me, and he just thought it was the funniest thing ever. And that happened on the first day. And so then I was like, like this, we're off to a great start. And then you know, the next day we started doing houses.
You just walked up to people's mansions and said, "Hey, can we use your house?"
Is that
Yeah,
true?
yeah, of course.
Just knocking on the door, ringing the
Yeah,
bell.
yeah. Now, would I ever do this otherwise? Like, if the camera wasn't rolling, I didn't think like I'm trying to shoot a viral video. No, but yeah.
Did
You
you
left
get
those
did you
guys
get
at
cursed?
home, right? You didn't take those guys with you when you was knocking on the mansion.
No,
the
they
guy
weren't
with the
there.
dreads, the
Yeah,
black
they was
guy,
there.
you left the black guy at home. Is that what you want to say, Charlamagne?
I had to have minimal bodies. You know what I mean? Like even the camera guys that were there, like I had them far back. I didn't.
Did you
even,
get
like,
cursed out by anybody, or anybody call the police on you, or?
I
No-
need to-
no
I need to know your
police.
pitch.
Oh my
Go
gosh.
ahead, answer that.
So go ahead, ding dong, ring the bell. Go ahead, I'll answer.
Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
Hey, you delivering something?
No, I'm actually a rapper. My name's Dave.
You're a rapper? Okay,
yeah,
go ahead.
it's kind of like part of my whole charm. Anyways, so I'm actually shooting this music video called "Save That Money." It's all about like the ways in which I save money. We're trying to make it the most epic video ever without actually spending money. So we're going around Beverly Hills trying to see if anyone would be kind enough to let us use their mansion for like 10 minutes just to convey this lifestyle, and then we can get away with like, you know, acting like we have this mansion without having to pay for it.
Get out of here, Dave. Hey, beat it.
So somebody
Okay.
said yes.
No shot. Fetty Wap's on the song. Rich Homie Quan. Do you like rap music?
I don't know who these people you're talking about.
Okay. Well, you know, best of luck to you. Like, the thing is, I got rejected 49 times, got accepted one time. Yeah.
That's all you need.
You just needed one.
All
It's
you
not,
need
it's not
is
like
one
I'm like
yes.
walking around and like getting whatever I
Who
want.
was
Like
the one person?
her name, well, Mrs. K.
Her old lady?
Yeah.
She hot.
She's like 80 something.
You probably
I
had to
think.
give a little Dicky to get
got
to get
Instagram?
back.
I don't think she has
You
Instagram.
guys are so
She is on the
rude.
internet. Like she has email.
So what is
Very
so? How
impressive
did that
woman.
work out? What did she say? She just said okay right away, or you had to sell it?
I just saw a little bit, but like, no, she was, you know, she was the most accepted, you know, I wasn't really that close to getting a house before this. And the funny thing is, we were thinking about this idea, like we were concepting it. We said, how funny would it be if like an old lady was the woman who like the person
And
who
there
let
it
you in,
is.
and it actually happened like as like hypotheticalized.
Did
You
she
know
at
what I
least
mean?
get a cameo in the video?
No, she's in the
didn't want
video.
that.
Did you see the video?
She's in the
I
video.
see
She's in the
bits
video.
and pieces of the video.
You haven't watched the video?
It's
It comes
always
on Revolt every
morning on
day.
Revolt, but I just never like watch full video. I'm watching bits
He's like,
and pieces.
damn, you
Okay.
should have watched the video.
And how long did she give you in the house?
Like 15, 20 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, she's super nice.
Did you send it to her after and say, here's it?
Yeah, and I mean, the thing is, like, the whole Planned Parenthood thing. Like, so every other person that helped, we said, like, you know, we'll link off to your business. She obviously doesn't have a business. It makes the pitch harder when the person doesn't have a business. For anyone that has a business, it's the easiest pitch in the world. There's no reason why you wouldn't want to be involved in this video.
Right.
But when you don't have a business, it's harder. But we offered her like a charity, like if you wanted to, you know, donate to any charity, like we're link off to it. And she picked Planned Parenthood, which was like the perfect timing.
She's 83 years old. She can't have no kids.
Yeah, I think it's
That's
more
not
about
all
just a
the-
society thing.
And then
And-
you went to a car dealership and they gave you a car?
Yeah, well,
Actually drive in the car?
yes. Well, I was ghost riding.
Okay, go
I
drive
drove
away.
it too. I parked, but I don't think that made the video.
What kind of
Actually,
car
no,
was
It did make the video.
it was.
You
Yeah, it
driving
did.
the
It
video?
did. It was a Lamborghini.
But you don't know what made your video?
No, it did. It did.
Okay.
He hasn't watched the whole, just bits and pieces.
But like, you know, I went to three dealerships, and they were all like, no, no, no. And then the fourth one, the guy is a Lil Dicky fan.
Really?
That's the only reason I got the car. Yeah.
That works.
They gave you his $450,000 Lambo just to drive and just have.
Well, not to have, but certainly for 20 minutes.
He
Yeah.
still has it.
Wow. you still have
Would
it.
you call that white privilege?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. Like,
Yeah.
you know, if you're asking me to put a hypothetical landscape on it, where like if I was the same exact human being and I was black, would I have been able to pull this video off?
Yes.
I think I would have been able to.
If you were Chief
Yeah, I mean,
Keef,
I believe
If
in the
that's-
power of positive thinking,
I mean-
but I don't think somebody will let Chief Keef hold their $450,000 Lamborghini
No way.
and say, hey, just bring this back.
Okay, but I'm also not Chief Keef. I'm David Byrd. So
Unless they were a
you know
Chief
what I mean?
Keef
Like,
fan.
You're a nice
But
guy.
if they were a
you
Chief
got
Keef fan,
manners,
maybe
you
they
gotta
wouldn't.
talk to
They
people.
what's the hypothetical here? Am I just a totally different person, or am I just black? You know what I mean? Like, I think if I'm a black guy, I think I'm a charming black guy.
who would it-
But and
who would
also
you be as
because
black?
if he
What?
was a fan
Who
of
would be
yours,
as
if
black?
it was a black guy
Oh, if
that
he was black,
was known
who
and they were a
Childish
fan of that
Gambino.
Exactly.
person,
And it was
Childish
If he was
Gambino.
black, he'd be Donald Glover.
Right.
So Donald, I'd let Donald hold the Lambo.
You would?
Yeah, I'd let Donna hold it.
Yeah, especially if they're a fan and they know who the person is. I think it doesn't matter what color you are. If you're like, oh,
You know, if Rich Homie Quan, Fetty Wap are on the song, I have a fan base and I'm a black guy. Like, I mean, yeah, I think.
First of all, I don't like being around Rich Homie Quan and Fetty Wap, so that does nothing.
How come? Why not? They're like the nicest people.
They are nice.
Yeah,
He's
they
the
should like
nicest
being around them. They're nice.
Did you see the picture of Grant Hill sitting next to Rich Homie Quan at the game?
No.
Oh, let me show you. Let me show you what the face of.
While you do this, I think it's a good time to say I bought bottles for Charlemagne.
oh, you did. How nice.
Let me see.
Save that
From
much.
Seamless.
How much did you spend? Oh, you.
Let me tell you how cheap
water.
he is.
One.
One bottle.
Let me tell you how
This
cheap
is
he is.
not
Sparkling.
water. This is Pellegrino. This is sparkling
Pellegrino, I'm
water.
sorry,
Yeah,
Pellegrino
two.
Wow.
sparkling water.
Now, did you buy that or did someone give it to you?
I bought it. I bought it.
Let me tell you how cheap he is. He bought how many bottles?
I bought 5. I had to open one because it's. Yeah, I'm here a
Because
half
he was
hour
thirsty.
early. It's super thirsty.
This is the picture. Grant Hill sitting next to Rich Homie Quan. That's the face of a guy who don't talk to niggas after 5 p.m.
Let me see the picture when he's done. I didn't see that picture.
You haven't seen it?
You know,
Grant Hill looks disgusted. That's that bougie dude.
or he was just looking down at a
No,
moment. with a color.
no,
I don't
no,
know.
no. That is
I don't buy
pure
it.
disgust.
Oh yeah.
I don't know
he
that
looks
I buy it. It's pretty
Why is he sitting next to me?
He just got caught at a bad
Rich Homie
moment.
Quan is like the nicest person I've met in a while.
When he's not rapping about rape.
Shut up.
He only did that a couple of times. It was an accident. He was
Yeah,
young.
when he's not rapping about raping girls, he's a nice guy.
He was young.
Well then.
To me, he's nice.
Now, you launched a Kickstarter to fund your rap career at one point.
Yeah.
You said it was phase 2 of your rap career. Were you really out of money or you just was like
I was out
trying
of
to
money.
save money?
I was out of money.
Really?
Yeah.
Like how broke?
You know, like the reality situation is if I literally had no money, like would
Yeah.
I have ever been living on the street? Probably not. Like my parents would have ended up like helping me if I really needed money.
Got you.
But I had no interest in like going to my parents.
You
and
didn't
being
want to
like,
ask them. You
no,
wanted to
no
do it on
interest,
your own.
Of course. You know, so like I spent all my money on like, these first music videos. I had a job, but like the job was not that much money, and I was living in San Francisco, which is a pretty expensive place to live. And yeah, I spent it all quickly on these music videos, and I knew that I needed a significant amount more capital. I didn't want to give up any equity or any control, so Kickstarter just felt like the logical step.
And you raised like over 100 grand, right?
113, yeah.
And what did you do with that money?
I made more music videos.
Okay.
I was able to like I moved to LA, so like I was able to survive.
That's incredible.
Got a tour together. You know, I really was able to just like, you know, I now have like a sustainable business, and I just needed capital at first to just kind of get it up and running.
Why San Francisco? San Francisco is one of those places, if you're into tech, you go there, and if you're gay, you go there.
I don't agree with that. I think it's one of the best cities in the country.
He says I'm not into tech and I'm not gay.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. But I went there because I work in I wanted to work in advertising, and one
Gotcha.
of the best agencies in the country is there. It's Goodby Silverstein and Partners, and I got a job there, and it's like one of the best cities to me. So it was a pretty much no-brainer.
So did you go to school?
Yeah, I went to University of Richmond.
So I assume you got a degree in.
In fact, I was just watching The Breakfast Club, and Dave East. I was a freshman at Richmond when he was a freshman.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Did you know him?
I like totally knew who he was, and like I'm sure like I like as a drunk guy like walked up and was like, "Yo, like we're gonna have like a good year."
Does he
this
play
year.
ball
He was
and
like the cool
everything?
basketball player. He had no idea who I was.
Yeah.
In
Oh,
fact,
you should try to get him to do a song with
I
you
recently
then.
tweeted at him. I was like, "Yo, did you remember me at Richmond?" He was just like, "No," but like I wouldn't have expected him to.
Now you said you didn't want to ask your parents for the money. Is it because you're Jewish?
Yeah.
And you know you have certain cultures and customs, and I don't know. I would assume rap isn't really one of them. So is it
Yeah.
hard to go to them and be like, "Hey, I need some money for my rap career"? They'd be like, "No, because we don't want you to rap anyway."
You know, I think they're totally supportive of a guy supporting their dreams. You know what I mean? I don't think they label it as like rap or one thing. It's a guy, trying to do what he's like meant to do in life. I just think in general, you know, if I have the means to do it myself, I'm certainly going to attempt to do it myself first. You know what I mean? So like,
The last thing I would do is go to my parents for money too. I'd try
Yeah.
to do everything, figure it out any which way.
if I had no other option,
Right.
If I like everything was failing, maybe I would have gone to them because like I really want this. You know what I mean? But like, they probably would have said no. I think they would have said no.
Have you
I
gotten
think,
back?
I think they would have said no.
Have you gotten backlash for the way that your whole career started? Like, do you feel like some people are like, "Oh, this is ridiculous. I worked hard and I can't get this and I can't get this," and
You know,
How did it start? Like, why would it?
and that sounds about. I think people are able to see that this, like, it's not like I'm just like generically doing stuff. I think I'm doing stuff in a pretty creative, different way, and I think people are able to appreciate it.
And you're generally funny.
Thank you.
Like you got this one line where you say, "I'm elaborate like black men's handshakes,"
Yeah.
which I thought was witty. I keep it simple.
Okay.
Yeah.
he tried to grab your hand.
You saw me wash my hands though in the
That
back.
was a
Yeah,
weird
you saw me wash
handshake.
mine.
You guys watching it.
You got OCD, right?
Oh yeah.
What is that? What exactly is that?
Just-
Obsessive compulsive disorder, right?
Yeah.
But he was gonna shake your hand after you came out of the bathroom from taking a shit, so it can't.
You
be
know,
that
it
bad.
manifests itself in various ways. I'm not like a germ freak. I'm actually like a disgusting human being when it comes to germs.
Ugh.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm a
I'm
germaphobe.
nasty.
What do you mean nasty?
You know, I'm just like I have a song on my mixtape called "Grimy as a Gooch," just because like I'm like next level grimy.
What is a gooch? Ain't that a racial slur?
No,
Or like,
it's the place in between your genitals and your ass.
oh, I call that the runway.
Okay, I call it the
Yeah, yeah,
Gooch
yeah.
We
grimy.
call it the taint.
I've licked the
Yeah,
girl's
yeah.
runway before.
You've licked it?
Yeah, I eat.
You do?
Absolutely.
I've never done it. I'm definitely interested in having it done to me at some point while jerking off, but I've never had it happen.
You never let a girl eat your ass?
No, I had
tell you something, Lil
a girl
Dicky.
offered it the other day on tour. I said no.
Why not?
I'm very thrown by sexual aggression.
Oh, you don't like when a girl pushes up on you?
Yeah, then I feel like
You need to be the aggressor.
I'm just very honestly. I'm very STD cautious.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you should be.
You know, so like a girl who's like, you know, throwing herself at me in terms of like, let me eat your, like I think she's more
Right.
likely to have an
How
STD.
many
like-
has she eaten?
Yeah.
Then a girl who's like-
you can't lead with that one.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
she borderline led with it. She said like, I'll even eat your if you want me to.
It's like
Wow.
Tupac said, hate to sound sleazy, but tease me. I don't want it if it's that easy.
Exactly.
But if you let a girl eat your ass, you can never ever talk shit about you. Because all you got to say is, yo, you ate my ass.
Right.
Anything bad she
That's the
said,
thing.
like-
Yeah.
Now, what do you obsess over with the OCD? Like,
A lot, like, you know, it's pretty like, you know, something like Save That Money, the music video, like the day before it comes out, I'm up till 5 a.m. like reviewing like the smallest of, you know, like the faces that are blurred in it. Like I'm like, you can see like like I just little things that like rappers just don't need to even care about.
Right.
I end up like caring too much about and just spending way too much time just obsessing over it because like I need it to be perfect.
Is your house extra clean? Everything put.
It doesn't manifest itself. No, it's disgusting. Like my room is like literally like a disgusting 10-year-old boy's room.
Oh wow.
There's like freestanding water.
Yuck.
It's terrible.
tissues all over the place.
Totally.
Stains in them.
Yeah, there's like a masturbatory trash can that like I don't at all
Oh,
hide.
nice.
Yeah, but no, in terms of like the work and like I obsess pretty ridiculously over it.
That's good, though. You're like a perfectionist.
It's good, and I think it totally drives me to like get where I am. At the same time, I think it also like at some point it's gonna have to ease up or I'm gonna go insane.
Do you have people around you that be like, Dicky, just put the song out, it's fine. Put the video out, it's fine.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not always fine. Like, the thing is, I hate when people say that, and there's just like actual legitimate flaws here. Like, it's so easy for people to be like, yeah, it's fine. Like, you know, like for example, mixes, right? Like typical like rappers end up sometimes having like 5-10 mixes on a song at most. I end up going for like 30 to 40 mixes.
That's a lot. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
OCD.
crazy.
It's too much.
You're spending too much money in the studio than mixing.
Well, the rate we agreed upon, but yeah. Anyways,
Uh-oh.
but like I don't know. It's just, but the thing is, I'm noticing tangible flaws here. Like I actually hear it, and to me, I just can't. Like when I
Yeah.
listen to it, it's like, oh, it's still not right
You
because
hear
it's
things that
wrong.
nobody else hears.
I know, but if I hear it, I'm going to spend the rest of my life listening to this album that I made and being like, oh, there's a flaw right here, instead of being like, oh, I'm so happy that I made the perfect song.
Do
Now,
you do
who
that
else
in
it-
recreation too? Like when you're watching TV or listening to the radio?
No,
you like that?
it's the opposite. I'm like incredibly mindless.
Gotcha.
Who else are you reaching out to that you want to work with?
Well, like I kind of, you know, at this point I'm in a standstill in terms of I just like put the album out, and it's not, I'm gonna let that like really carry
Do
itself.
the tour?
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm gonna see like what that allows, and then I'm gonna start doing my reach outs for like, you know, another project.
In your head, what's like the ideal? Like, man, if I
Man,
could
so
work,
many. Like I couldn't even like I could go on for hours, but like
you
the
don't
first
have,
thing that
you
comes
don't
to my
have
mind
your
is,
favorite idol artist that you're like, wow, that would be incredible.
I mean, Drake's my favorite rapper, but like for whatever
You're
reason,
biased. You're Jewish.
yeah, but for whatever reason, like making a song with Drake right now to me isn't as compelling as making a song with Rick Ross. You know what I mean? I don't know why, but it's just the reality.
Probably
Or
'cause it's more
Future.
probably
Or Future.
It's more comedy with Ross. And like you're a funny dude. You know what I mean? So you and Ross could probably make something comical.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think me and Drake probably could too. But I don't know. There's a lot, like Kanye, Lil Wayne, like, you know what I mean? Jay-Z.
Who did you
But
listen to
that's a
Guerrilla?
little hypocritical though, because I don't know if you actually said these statements, but
Yeah.
you said that the rap game is getting too buddy.
Well, I think to some extent.
Yeah, but you want to work with everybody.
I want to work
That's
with
work,
everybody,
doesn't mean
but
be
I'm a
friends with 'em.
competitor. Like, you know what I mean? I'm an absolute competitor. Like, I want to make the best stuff out, and I think I'd be kidding myself if I thought I could do that on my own. Like, no
What do
way.
you mean buddy? Like it's like one big DJ Khaled record with Future on the hook? What do you mean?
I just think like, you know, there was a day when like people really competed and people really cared about being the best out. And I feel like there are some people out there, Drake, that's why Drake's my favorite, because it is so clear that he has the only interest is being like the best out.
Yeah, I agree with
And he
you.
just like kind of sends everybody else for even attempting to be the best out.
Yeah.
And that's what I like. And I feel like he's borderline the only person rapping that way.
Are you better
right
than
now.
Drake?
You know, right now, no. But I think I'm like totally new to this. I think I'm like 4 years in.
Oh, you've only been rapping for 4 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think this guy, I don't even know where it could end up going. But Drake's pretty good. Like from
I
like
think Kendrick's pretty competitive too.
I totally left Kendrick out.
Kendrick's competitive.
But Kendrick is like, actually, he's got like even a higher purpose than that. Like Kendrick is like beyond just like the simple, you know, he's like, his purpose is so much more than just like, I'm the best out. It's like, I don't even need to show you I'm the best out. I'm clearly the best out in my opinion. And I'm going to like change the world in the process.
Kendrick is the
which is
best
a more
to me.
elegant approach, to be honest.
Kendrick's the best to me. Drake is the biggest star.
Totally, I could never
different.
argue
It's
that like
different.
Drake is a better rapper than Kendrick. Like like I could see both sides to it. To me, I personally, when I listen to both of them, I enjoy listening to Drake more because like I'm just that kind of fan of I like listening to like layup line music.
Were you jealous that you weren't in the Hell Yeah Effing Right video?
No, because I
Like
was
a
like
great time.
sitting behind a cube and not even rapping.
Now, you are a rapper,
Yeah.
and we ask rappers to rap.
Oh, we got some more questions before we get
Oh,
to
I'm
that
sorry.
though.
Oh, I thought-
Envious.
I want to hear him rap.
Now you made some comments to Noisy. You said,
Yeah.
I lose a lot by becoming a rapper. I could work in advertising. I should be respected more than black rappers.
See, like that's such a ridiculously paraphrased statement. I would never say anything like that.
Okay.
So like the Noisy article, that's an issue of like a journalist like really disliking me initially, me like disliking him pretty equally, and then like butting heads, and then me not necessarily understanding that he disliked me, and like rather than kill him with kindness, which is what I probably should have done, I got defensive, and I think he hated me as a result. And
Who
then,
is he? You know his name?
Yeah, I know his name.
Say his name.
I don't even Drew Millard.
Okay.
Yeah, he recently put an article out that said that he actually lost his rap beef with Lil Dicky.
Oh, y'all was battling each other?
No,
What?
but I think he acknowledged that he was potentially wrong.
Beefing
He
with you.
lost.
Why was,
I
he
don't know,
trying
it's
to
not
paint you-
even-
why was he trying to paint you in that light, though?
Well, I think the issue. I don't know. I think I think journalists in general, like everyone wants a story, so to speak. You know what I mean? Everyone likes controversy.
A good headline.
Exactly. And I think I'll be honest. This is exactly what happened. So I have a video called White Dude. I don't know if you've ever seen it, right? He comes immediately. The question is, he says, "So I see White Dude, the music video. A part of me, when I watch it, I think it's great, brilliant satire. And then another part of me goes, eh." And I'm sitting on the other line of the phone, and I say, "Well, what do you mean by that? Like, I don't know what means." And he says, "Well, in the video, you're putting deodorant on your arm, and there's no trace of the deodorant. And then a black guy puts deodorant on the arm, and there's white stuff on his armpit, and then no question."
Maybe he was just using clear deodorant.
No, he wasn't. But I'm just saying, like, he just didn't ask any. He basically wanted me to just
Made a statement.
volunteer why this video was so offensive, and I just was kind of offended. Like from a journalistic perspective, I'd prefer
Ask me a specific
ask me the
question.
questions. You know what I mean?
Because I don't even get it.
I don't even like. I'm not
I'm not.
exactly. I didn't know what he meant, and like so I responded that way, and then he hated me, and then I think I'm telling you, like that's so paraphrased.
So did he take anything out of context? Was anything like that said at all about the advertising agency?
No, the only thing I was saying, like I think if anything, like I get like if anyone's gonna come at me like, oh, you're an upper middle class guy, you don't belong in rap. My argument is that I think it comes down to like how much you want something, and I had a pretty decent situation.
It was good. You're
Yeah,
sacrificing.
I'm not. It's not this big grandiose sacrifice. It's just like all of us are trying to live our ideal lives. You know what I mean? And no matter what, like I just want my ideal life, and I think I had a solid situation, and at the same time, I wanted it just as much as anybody who didn't have a solid
You're
situation. And
sacrificing for show money for a dream.
yeah, and
all.
it's just I work so hard, and I don't think it's fair.
Use your own money, invest in yourself.
Yeah,
I get
is the
that.
best
I
way to do
respect
it.
that.
yeah.
I respect that. Now you want him to rap now?
I do want him to rap. I thought you were gonna ask him the question.
I am. I'm asking him after he raps.
All right.
Man, do people even rap on the show?
Absolutely.
Yeah, we had somebody rap yesterday. Silk the Shaka. Remember
Well,
him?
I have of course. I've got like nothing written. So I mean,
This isn't the place to freestyle.
If you don't
Exactly.
want to,
People that don't know,
listen,
people that don't know Lil
it's okay to
Dicky,
say no.
They-
I don't like personally like I would want to kill it, and I just
Dickie
I didn't
say no
even
to it, like,
yeah
no,
no
next
You don't
time.
want those YouTube comments
No.
like this guy is whack.
no
white
I don't want
privilege.
that. I don't want that.
I don't want that.
Say next
No,
time, Dickie.
next time like I come here.
Do
I
you have
promise.
anything written that you
No,
know?
I have nothing written. Like I just put I'm telling you, like I don't even have any unreleased music right now. I'm at
Well,
ground
spit something
zero.
from the album because it's people that probably won't buy it. So
Don't
they
say
won't
that.
know.
That's not positive.
No, I'm
thinking.
saying everybody in the world's not gonna buy it. So he can spit like a
Think
verse
positive.
from
Everybody
there.
in the world will.
You could
buy
do something from the album. That way, people maybe that never heard it might
you
be
go.
Yeah,
inspired.
for your fans, they'll be like, I've heard that before. For the people
Okay.
that aren't fans, they'll be like, oh, okay, that
Okay.
was kind of dope.
Let me think for a moment. The shit I'm making's always tight. It's like a yoga store. They all up in the other boat. It's why I'm overboard. See, I totally forget.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah, I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for it.
Yeah.
I'm not ready
He
for
needs
it.
his BlackBerry.
Next time.
Okay,
This is
so
Blackberry
listen,
stupid.
what are you doing for the Black Lives Matter movement?
That was a hot bar though.
No,
The
what?
shit I'm making always tight is like a yoga store. They all up in the other boat. It's why I'm overboard. Double meaning. You don't think there's anything positive about that? Honestly, I feel like you're just like predisposed to say that, but
No, I'm being honest. I am.
there's nothing hard about that
I
line.
gave you props on the bar you spit earlier with the whole complicated
Right.
like the black man's handshake.
I think it's a hard line. Anyways,
You deflected though. What are you
He
doing
did
for the
deflect. That
What
was
are you
pretty
doing
good.
for the Black
That
Lives
was
Matter
good.
movement?
I mean, look, first off, I think it's ridiculous that we live in a society where like people aren't able to like treat everybody equally. Like I don't understand how like even gender, like everything. It's like I don't understand how we live in this world and people like aren't at the place where they can tell that like everybody's like a human being. That being said, I'm not doing much. Like I'm not a very cause-based person. Like I'm not doing anything for like world hunger either. Not that they're the same thing, but I don't even know what I should be doing, to be honest.
That's a very honest answer.
Yeah.
That's
Honestly,
real. Like, see, that's
He said, I'm not a cause-based person.
That's real. No, he started off saying, look, all lives matter. But
I ain't doing shit.
I ain't doing
No,
nothing.
I don't know what to
respect
do.
it.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, like I'd love to use my platform to do nothing but good in life, but I don't.
Right.
At the same time, the last thing I want to do is appear like I'm grandstanding or trying to gain favor.
That's
And you know
real.
what I mean? So it's like I don't know what to do. You tell me, what should I do?
What should you do? I think you should be honest about it. I think you should be honest about your feelings. I think you should be honest about your emotions. If you feel like there's nothing you can do or you really don't understand what's going on, it's okay to say that.
Well, I don't know. Any way I can improve the world, like I totally like want to.
Right.
It's
I think
just-
it's always important just to pay attention to what's happening and stay up on the news and the cultural
Yeah.
things that are happening. And
I think I'll just
Make sure that
continue
you're
to
informed on
ridicule
them.
the idiots out there and make fun of them
Yes.
for like not being able to understand the simple concept of humanity.
There you go.
Doesn't
Absolutely.
it's like ridiculous.
That's really all it takes sometimes. 'Cause I think sometimes people get upset because white people have a tendency just to act clueless, like they don't know what's going on.
Like
at
there's
the end
no
of the day,
problem.
we're
It's
all-
ridiculous.
At
How
the
can
end of the
you-
day, we're all Americans. When you see police brutality,
Yeah.
that's a violation of constitutional rights. We're all under the Constitution.
Totally.
So sometimes it's good to hear guys like you stand up and be like, yo, why the hell did you do that to that guy? You know what I
Of
mean?
course, it's absurd. Yeah.
That's it. So now you got the answer to the question.
Lil Dicky.
Lil Dicky,
ladies and
man.
Gentlemen,
This guy's all right with me, man.
he's all right.
He's all right with me.
I like Lil Dicky.
Thanks, guys.
Do you like him?
Yeah, he had a very intense look at Charlamagne just now, like he. the way he
Well,
was looking
That's the
at
same look that when they came out the bathroom with each other.
Right,
That's the
yeah,
same-
I
Give
see
him
the
a very
Little Dicky
intense
for
look.
President shirts too. What's that about?
I have like yeah, it's a cool shirt.
You going against Kanye?
So get the shirt.
No, I'm not going
James.
against Kanye.
I'm not going against Kanye.
You guys think Kanye's gonna run?
No.
No.
Nah. Kanye's not going to run.
I hope he doesn't run.
I hope he
Nah,
doesn't.
I mean, because I feel like Donald Trump is making a mockery of our government right now, so I don't want Kanye to do the same.
If he really wants to make a difference, I'm sure he can. I'm sure there's like spots in like the cabinet. You know what I mean? Like I just think it's like kind of outlandish to think you got to be the president to make a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, Lil Dicky, we appreciate
Envy,
you joining
Envy
us.
really wanted to see your penis, though. He did. He was talking about it. the
Don't
whole
look at
time.
me. Look at me.
That's Envy.
That's
I didn't want to see
He was like, I really want to know why they call him Lil Dicky. So I don't know if you want to flash him before you leave.
I did not
Just
say
a
that,
heads
Lil
up.
Dicky.
You don't
He's
wanna
the
say
DJ, so you might want him to play your records.
Yeah.
I
Show him
played
you
Lil
did.
Dicky records already.
You
No,
don't
you
want.
haven't.
Yes, I have.
Not here on the Breakfast Club.
Do you listen to my mix?
no. So then how do you know?
Thanks.
He has no idea.
Well, Lil Dicky, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Thank you for having me.